So Mike, you've been introduced as an accountability coach. Tell me why. Why have you decided to invest your time?
I think it's down to having a passion, to be honest. Because I've been through the program already, and I've seen the benefits of it. As long as you put the time in and the effort, you can take a lot out of it. So just a passion of sharing that with members, and helping them, along the way by encouragement, or if there's someone that that they need to talk to, them, I'm there.
Well, how important is having somebody there keeping you accountable?
I think it's very important, because I would say that I'm quite strong-minded, and if I put myself to a task, I'm a sort of person that would do it. But even I found it hard doing it on myself, on my own. Hence why I came back here, and having someone who's looking over you, it kind of like makes you fill in the app, makes you have that extra protein portion on your plate, and because it's not just you, there's someone else looking over you, kind of thing. But not looking over you in a way like a school teacher, if you don't do it you're going to get in trouble. More of a family friend, who's there to encourage you and advise you on certain stuff. So
do you think there's like a sort of a fine line then, accountability coach being more like a friend, between a friend and that school teacher, or where's the balance? Where do you draw the line? From my angle, it's like, the point I'm trying to make is, if you're too much of a friend, then it's easy for clients to like not take you so serious. But on the flip side, if you're too strict, it just might be too overwhelming for the clients. Having experienced it, and as an accountability coach, what do you think? What's your views on that?
I think the main thing is, at the end of the day, it depends on the individual. Depends if they really want to make that change, because it doesn't matter. You could be really strict with them or really easy with them. If they're not willing to put in that time, then nothing's going to change. So it all depends on them. But in terms of my role, then you do need that balance. You need to be able to be approachable, and you won't be approachable if you're waving that stick at them. But likewise, you need to be honest with them as well, because sometimes friends will tell you what you want to hear, and that's not always a good thing. So I'll be there as a friendly face, but also be there as that inner voice, telling them that you really need to push a bit harder. If you want that goal, you do need to push. If you want to get to the ideal weight, you need to watch your diet. You need to balance your macros. Yeah,
and you think there's like a bit of a gap in the market for it?
I say so, because I've been training off and on since I was about 16, and I've been to all sorts of gyms, and I think even when you train with your friends in a local gym, it's not the same, because normally no one has really got that experience and that knowledge. I think everyone's got that general knowledge of, if you're going to do chest, then you do triceps. If you're going to do back, you do arms. But in terms of what exercises are correct to do, when's best to change your routine, the main thing is your diet, your rest period, your sleep, and you don't get that unless you know someone who's studied basically and who's been through that process.
But my whole thing is like, I think everybody should be training 4 times. So I'm saying to her, look, okay, do 3 classes and do 1
hybrid.
So that's my next thing with when I am doing these reviews with people, is like, you need to be in here 4 times. So I'm not saying do 4 classes, but have a look at doing at least 3 1 or 2 and 2, so just because the results will be better.
Yeah, definitely. Isn't it? You need to train a minimum of 4 times a week to get,
because it's the majority of the week, isn't it? And I think that's important, isn't it, when you are pairing up with people?
Yeah, definitely.
You have to get someone either the same or just a bit better or whatnot.
Azim, is his name Azim, who I was paired with?
Yeah. How did he get on?
Yeah, he did well. He I think he appreciated that I was encouraging him and that, and telling him to push a bit harder and that.
Yeah. It's on his case, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was good. Had a good workout. He did actually. He did good, to be fair. I was just telling him about the difference of when I used to train on my own and training here. It's like a big difference.
Just generally, how are you feeling about taking on this role?
Excited.
Yeah.
Something I would have never thought of having a role like this, or even putting myself forward, or even being asked to do something like this. So it is a bit daunting because I'm very passionate about things that I do, and I don't like failing. So there's that little feeling of, supposing it doesn't work, but if it doesn't work, it's not because of my effort. I know that. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I think it will work, and I think it will bring something good to the gym. And I think once someone's experienced it, I think they would take a lot of benefit from it.